Hey y'all, hey. This is Coffee with Friends, and I am raw to the bone. Well, I don't have any music for you guys. I do have some breeze, some fresh air, helicopter noise. This is Coffee with Friends on the go. I promised that I would still go live while I was away and have small talk. I did say that, right? But there is something on my mind that I want to talk about this morning. So let's get on here and let's have a little bit of small chat. I don't have the positive thought, but if anybody has the Ayan Levon's on until today, feel free to read it. In the meantime, I'll be right back. Well, I'm not going anywhere. You guys come on in. Okay, am I back? I had to walk away from the water. Hopefully, I'm back. Okay, I'm back now. All right, good. All right, I had to walk away from the water, so hopefully this will be better. And I'm trying to get away from the wind, but I mean, I am surrounded by water, really and truthfully. So I don't know how successful I'm going to be with getting away from the wind. So, as I was saying before, I have something on my mind, and I'm pretty sure you guys have seen it on the news as it is a controversial topic. I don't know. I just want to talk about it. Good morning, Aquanda. I want to see what you guys feel about it. You know, I just feel like every day I wake up, I feel like some new shit. I'm finding out some new shit about how society was offended by something stupid. This is the same thing. There's two things I want to touch base on. The poem that was done at the presidential inauguration by the young black woman, young black girl, or woman, whichever. You know, the mere fact that one parent complained, all right, and that one complaint in Florida was the cause to have it pushed to be removed from the schools, right? And that just festered into other things, right? Now books that are black young black books, right, about young black children are also being challenged and questioned in the Florida school, right? It's as if they do not want um, black people represented anywhere. How could how come a book with a bunch of white kids on it is not offensive, but you put a book in a library with some black kids on it and it's offensive? I'm not understanding how that's different, and I'm not understanding these people that pass these bills and policies. What the fuck? I mean, I do understand why they do it. It meets their agenda. So hopefully others will join. And then I saw Hillbilly and them come on before, but I lost connection. Can you guys hear me? Or did I say all of that for nothing? Because if I have to disconnect and come back in, I will. I'm gonna try to find a seat and sit down somewhere so that I could talk to y'all. Cause I'm fumbling with my phone and messing shit up at the same time. Where can I sit? Let's pick a spot. Okay, maybe over here. No, no. Where do I want to sit? Okay, I'm gonna try to have patience and see what happens and see who rejoins. I kept losing my connection, y'all. I'm sorry. I think I'm good now. So let me know when y'all are there, and I'll let y'all know what's on my mind this morning. Okay, I just want to make sure. Okay, so this is what I was saying. Did y'all see the news? Um, first I saw on the news where this is about Target. The subject here is Target. This is what I went to sleep to last night on the news, and I woke up with this on my mind. There was an incident in Target where they showed this man on film. They have an LGBTQ section in Target, right? Target has been marketing in very diverse ways. They have a black, Afro American section, African American section. They have an LGBTQ section, etc. Right? They celebrate cultural holidays. They put up sections for cultural holidays. They're very diverse. Okay. So recently there was an incident in one of the Targets where a gentleman took down the LGBT rainbow thing and stepped on it in the store and threw it down in the corner because he was offended that they have a whole dedicated section for LGBTQ, right? So then I said, okay, that was just an incident. That was the thing that I saw um, on the news, right? And then this morning, I wake up and I read that employees are having to fight with customers in the store. Yes, Nakia, right. I read this morning that customers are fighting employees. I mean, the fuck? So now Target is removing the LGBTQ section. This is allegedly, right, from the stores, right? I don't know how true it is because I read it and then I came out for my walk. But because it's putting their employees in danger, right? And then I read some of the feedback from people, us, society, where some people, there's people who have given both their opinions. I feel like everyone has a right to their opinion, their perspectives, right? Yes, yep, that part. They were offended over the trans friendly bathing suits, right? And also, some people was commenting on the post that they feel like this is shoving the gay agenda down their children's throats. You see, I can't support that perspective. I'm not judging somebody that has that feeling. That's their business. But I can't support that statement only because this is the very same thing that's happening in the state of Florida, the state that I'm in right now. They are removing the presence of Black African cultural everything from an educational standpoint, from a equal opportunities standpoint. This is the very thing that is happening to the culture that I'm in. So when I turn the news on and I see that there's a battle because people are offended about LGBTQ, it just tells me, and this is my opinion, and we all have an opinion, it's like an asshole, that we still got a lot of work to do. We still got a lot of fucking growing to do. That's the bottom line. Okay, Nakia. So it's the southern states, and you know what's so crazy to me? The southern states is what's starting, right? Isn't this where the issues began in the first fucking place, or not began, but where we ultimately had to fight our last battles, and now here you are. I say last battles, but we're still fighting, right? But here we are, the southern states showing their asses again. You know, I mean, I'm in Florida, and I remember just walking around unconsciously, just like enjoying, you know, Florida, right? Now I walk around with a conscious air, right? Not a fear, right? But conscious that this is a state that does not support who I am. I'm just trying to figure out, you know, how did an LGBTQ section offend a population of people that bad where they had to remove the section? I don't understand. Like every day I wake up, exactly, Nakia. And you know what? That's sad because you know what? I didn't realize how conscious I was until yesterday when I got up. Because yesterday was my first full day here, right? Yesterday when I got up and I came outside to do my walk, right? That's when I realized that I was walking with a consciousness that was not there before. And it's very unfortunate because if I'm feeling just that little twang of having to be conscious, imagine centuries ago how our people had to walk around. Like, if I'm feeling that little twang now, is that twang going to constantly increase, right? Are we going to go back to being fearful? I know, it is hillbilly. It is so fucked up. It really is so fucked up because I don't know. I mean, when I was reading the comments, I was more baffled by the responses of people like, why do you have to shovel this down our kid's throat? As if your kid is not sitting next to a student that is living that life every day. It's not shoving. It's inclusion. This is why, DEI is here, diversity, equity, and inclusion. That's what this is, right? And so when you tear down the LGBTQ sign or you boycott, uh, um Black African cultural studies in schools, you are eliminating DEI. You are saying fuck your equality. You are saying fuck your diversity. You are saying we don't want to include you, right? And then when people stand up and they call this out, they call minorities extreme. Oh my God, y'all are always throwing the race card. Well, my. It's clear and simple to me. You're screaming. You don't want us included. And the more stuff like DEI comes out, the more we see how they remind us that they don't want us to be included. Exactly. And that's the thing, Nakia. And I had to say to myself, and I even had to police myself because lately, like the movies in the last year or two, all the movies have, same sex type, well, not all, right? Nothing is ever all. But there's a lot of shows that incorporate same sex relationships, right? And they have a lot of same sex scenes. And initially, I had to police myself because initially I was saying, well, damn, why the fuck every time I turn the TV on, I got to see two men fucking each other, right? And then I said to myself one day, self, you don't never say that when you turn the TV on and there's a man and a woman fucking. You don't never say how come every time you turn the TV on, you see a heterosexual couple fucking. I don't never say that, right? I might say something like sex again. Oh my God. right? But I never focus on the people that are involved in the sexual act. So I had to police myself, right? And just like you said, Kia, we shove heterosexual lifestyle down the throats of society on an everyday basis. So a section in a store that's dedicated to LGBTQ, they consider that shoving a lifestyle down somebody's throat. Good morning, Angel. Well, DEI isn't for us because DEI to me is something that they implemented. Well, especially, listen, I'm going to be honest. I saw DEI flourish in my company during the George Floyd um, stuff. And they hired a black woman, VP, put her in charge of the DEI, right? And then they populated some of the spaces in that organization with some black folk, right? And I try to figure out what is this program, right? They make us take these mandatory DEI classes. Why do I have to take the class? I the fuck know the answers. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm taking a mandatory DEI class, but I've always included everybody. What the fuck? It's not for me, right? And so when I see this DEI organization, I'm like, what are they policing? What are they doing? What is the purpose of them being here? Are they like a EEOC? What the fuck is it? Right? Other than making a statement that we're we're DEI, right? Because maybe it's a SEC mandate, maybe it's for some type of funding. I don't the fuck know, right? But I always tried to figure out what are they policing and how does it benefit. I already know the answers, but the mere fact that you have Ron DeSantis standing up and blatantly saying he don't give a fuck about DEI, it just tells you, even if it didn't benefit us, it just shows you how blatant they are. Yeah, I get that. Right, Nicole, a refreshed affirmative action. Okay, but what has it changed? What has it benefited? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Okay, it's another statement. It's another sentence someone threw out there, but what has it changed? Hey, Deb, good morning. What is the purpose? How can it benefit me? Is it an organization I could go to and it does what? Right? I don't know. Right? And especially we're yelling this DEI, but yet motherfuckers are tearing down sections in Target. I'm not understanding. Exactly here. It changed nothing. It's a statement that gives people something else to say to make them feel included. But none of these governors that are passing these bills across these states give two fucks about DEI. Good morning, Pat. They don't give two fucks. It's sad. I looked at the presidential elect yesterday on the news. And what is the Democrat, the DNRs, we talked about their shit yesterday, but let's talk about it anyway. The Democrats have about three motherfuckers: Biden, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., and I don't know the other person. The fuck. Republicans got all of these motherfuckers over there: Trump, DeSantis, um, Spence, what the fuck, Pence. I mean Pence, not Spence. Pence and a few other motherfuckers on the Republican side, right? And when I look at them, I be like, oh my God, right? All racist, right? The thing is that they're all racist in various ways. Like Trump is just, he's racist, prejudiced. Like he don't like nobody to fuck that just ain't got no money. Period. Right? That's it and that's all. But I don't even give a fuck about these motherfuckers that's running for president. I don't care about none of them. We need to focus on, and I say it every time I get a damn chance, what goes on at these state levels, what these fucking governors are doing. That's what the fuck we need to pay attention to, right? Because at this point, when I plan a vacation, within the United States, you know how motherfuckers be like, don't go to Jamaica because they shoot motherfuckers or they kidnap you, or don't go to Mexico. Nah, motherfucker. People need to start saying, don't go to the United States of America. Okay, these motherfuckers over here are gangster. Okay, I have to start when I plan trips within the United States. Now I have to start ticking off places that my black ass don't need to go. Tennessee talking about they want to bring back hanging by lynching. Why the fuck? And I love Tennessee, but they don't love me. So now these are places that I got to walk around and be conscious in. Okay, Kia. Hillbilly said, "Yo, you have life. You have life as dictated by the elites, life as portrayed by the media, and then you have life as we have to live it." I agree. Deb said, "Do we think the Satan? Oh, the Satan wants to be so bad that it makes it easier for people to vote for Trump?" I don't know. That's I don't know because even Trump tried to threaten the Satan by saying, "If you run for president, I'm gonna tell all your business." So I don't know. They got a little rift going on between them. I know, Red Fox. Why can't you meet me? Are you far? Are you far? Yep, y'all. That's a great point. They know how to get the work. They know how to work together to get the job done by any means necessary. You are so right. You are so right. So I woke up with that on my mind, and I kind of wanted to bring it here because we talk about change and we talk about society, but we are a part of society. So I always try to figure out how you guys are feeling about the controversies and the things that's going on in the world today, right? Because I find that a lot of people always brush stuff off and say, oh, society this and society that, right? But we are fucking society. We're a part of this shit, right? Mm. Wow, Kia. Wow. 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 I know. You know what? At Target, you know what? I'm going to be honest. I was shocked that Target actually pulled the shit. Well, I was shocked, but then I wasn't. I was shocked initially that they pulled it, but then when I heard that the employees were getting into confrontation, then I was like, okay, it became a safety issue, right? It became a safety issue. So Kia, I thought they completely pulled it. You said in the southern states they put it to the back. I mean, still, here we go again. The back of the bus, the back. Yep, I remember that. I remember that they are reprimanding a doctor in Indiana. Yep, I remember that. The girl lived in Ohio, right? And she got pregnant. She was a young girl from a rape. And she went to Ohio. I think the doctor was in Ohio, and he did the abortion. Um, and yes, they are reprimanding him. Yep, they are, because he was a. But my whole thing is, didn't the parents sign for the minor? Hillbilly, you've been on the shit this week. That's a whole word what you said. That is a whole fucking word. Listen, Hillbilly said we have pressured the elite to the point they are scared. Their only option is to turn people against each other. That's what we have to overcome. If we come together, they lose. I'm telling you. But are we gonna come together? Are we? Are we gonna come together? Oh, that's a different case. There's another doctor being prosecuted. I thought that was the same case. I only know of one doctor that was being prosecuted for an abortion from a rape case. But shit, yeah, y'all, we are, we are. And that's why, I mean, you know, we are we are so divided. Let me see. How I Oh, I do. Oh no. What I oh, this is what I wanted to do. In case anybody wanted to jump on. You know I always um right, wait. Who said let's do something about it? Right, Hillbilly. We are divided. So what are some ideas if y'all were in a position, right, of government, right? Let's think about this, right? Because we always talk about the government ain't shit. They need to make change, right? They need to do better, right? We always say shit like that. If you were in the government, right, what are some changes you would implement for the better of the people to bring more unity? What are some changes you would make if you were in position? Red Fox, I've been trying to come together, but it seems like my people I used to talk to either hating or don't even want to talk. Well, Red Fox, that part. But you know, a lot of reasons why people are like that, Red Fox, and I in my healing journey is learning to take that less personally, right? Because a lot of us are walking around unhealed, right? And a lot of us have misdirected anger and misdirected pain, right? And sometimes it shows up in our friendships and in our romantic relationships, etc. And so it makes it seem as though people don't want to be bothered or they're hating. They just broke. Some people are just fucking broken. They are, right? And I've learned, not learned. Let me stop lying. The fuck, because I be pissed off at people still. I'm learning, right, to think beyond myself and my feelings of rejection at times when it comes to the people in my life, and I try to not take it personal. I don't the fuck know, right? It ain't always in me. Squalor and the holler is kryptonite to them fucks. Exactly. Right? This is why we are doing, listen, the squalor and the holler is going to be so diverse. I'm going to come back with a hillbilly boyfriend. Listen, if y'all not down with the squalor and the holler, it's in West Virginia, okay? July 21st weekend. When I come back from Florida, we're going to get serious about planning this shit, figuring out our sleeping quarters and all kind of shit. All right? I got to figure out who's riding with me because I'm not driving the fuck to West Virginia by myself. Fuck. I got to figure that out because I'm still blackety black. The fuck? I know this. And I need to make sure I get to West Virginia in the daytime. But hopefully I come back with a hillbilly boyfriend. Just jokes. Um, Red Fox said, like I have a cousin I grew up with, like a brother to me, used to talk every day. Now I text him and he don't reply until days later. But in between those days, I post snaps and he looks at them all. Hmm. Sometimes Red Fox is more about what they're going through. Sometimes it don't have nothing to do with you, right? Sometimes people take space and time away from people because of some shit that they're going through. Um, that's the part that I'm still learning, right? You know, I'm still trying to understand. Well, not understand because fuck that. I'm still coming to terms with the fact that a lot of people do not know how to have healthy communication, right? And so when they're triggered by things or they're going through things. Instead of saying, you know what, I'm going through something right now, I need a little space, they'll ghost you, right? Instead of telling you what, something that's bothering them that might be on their mind, they'll ghost you, right? Because a lot of people have not learned to have healthy communication, and that's real talk. But ultimately, Red Fox, I'm sorry that you're going through that. Well, your average logical thinker, that's a great point. Nobody is willing to sacrifice in order to obtain. People are scared and lazy. Scared, definitely, right? Because how many civil rights leaders have died? People are scared. I would be scared to stand up knowing that A, there's a possibility somebody's gonna shoot me for fighting for equality. B, I'm gonna get arrested and then I'll lose my job. See, that's the fear, right? And that's the thing. I'm gonna go back to the Kanye West phrase where people, didn't like when he said we choose slavery, right? People automatically thought we chose to come over here in the boats. That's what he meant. Or we chose to get beat. That's what he meant. Or we chose to be picking cotton. No, that's not how I took it, right? I took it like, you know, we live in fear of the things that we can lose, right? And that creates a state of slavery, right? Because we don't fight the way we can fight for the things that we need to fight for because we start thinking, what if I lose everything? What's going to happen to me? Exactly, Deb. So key thing is you said you wish you knew what would be effective, right? So I sit and I listen to all of us, including myself, complain, but then I also ask myself the question, if I had a place of power, if I had a seat, what are some of the things I would do to make change? And I sit and I think it's hard. So much needs to be done. It seems like something drastic and tragic has to take place before people start changing, which is indicative of our current state of affairs, but it's worse than it's been for a long time. What's scary about that, Deb, is that you're right. You said it takes something drastic and tragic. And what normally happens? A civil war? That is the drastic and tragic thing that ultimately happens that forces people to make a drastic change, right? And that's the fear here. It's like look what where the world is going. All of a sudden we're having major loud beef with Russia. All of a sudden we're having major loud beef with China. North Korea's been waiting to fuck us up, right? North Korea been waiting to fuck us up. Now you got, cultural fights, right? Ultimately something drastic and tragic. Isn't that always the case? I'm scared. You're welcome, Red Fox. I'm terrified. I'm gonna start walking back, guys, because I'm far. You know what? Let me. I have to put my. Oh, I have to put my program back on. Let me put my phone around my neck so that I don't drop it. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all the view behind me real quick. This is where I walk and I get my peace. You know, in the morning. And now I'm walking back to my mom's house. Okay, let me see. I think I walked about a mile and a half from my mother's house, or maybe close to two so far. So now I got to go back. It seems like something. Oh, I read that. Just according to the Bible, we should be fine. That here I'd start change. All the violent laws match the punishments. Do whatever you think Jesus would do. Okay, I know that's this Florida. And you know what, y'all? I sprayed my ass with. I'm such a sun whore. I am a sun whore. I sprayed my ass with suntan shit before I came out here because I said, okay, um, let me start my tanning process because when I get back to my mother's house, I'm putting on my bathing suit and I'm calling an Uber and I'm going to the beach to lay down for a couple of hours before it rains because this is hurricane season, so it rains here just about every fucking afternoon. Okay, so you got to get out and get to the beach early to get that early sun. So whether mother goes with me or not, I'm out. Oh, thank you, Deb. You know, it's amazing because I'm so glad that my mom and I are as close as we are because I've told y'all the stories about me and my mom, and you know, I love her. You know, and I still, I get frustrated with her still over some of the stuff she does. But it's a combination of age, it's a combination of trauma, it's a combination of a lot of stuff that has gone on with her. And I've gotten to the point in my life where I accept her for who she is. I accept her limitations of what she can give, you know. Um, and I love her from that space. And that's it, and that's all. I know y'all. And I'm not looking forward to that. That's why I always tell my brother, stay the fuck out of jail, man, because, you know, time is precious. And I spend a lot of time with my mom, even when I'm not here or she's not in New Jersey. We're on video. We FaceTime every day. I spend a lot of time with her because I truly believe in giving her her flowers while she's alive, right? Because listen, we don't bury, we burn in this family, and you're gonna be in an urn some the fuck where, right? So we're not gonna show up to your grave with no flowers. We're not gonna be decorating no stone. So let me give you your shit while you're alive. That's it, and that's all. You know, exactly. I am glad, hillbilly. I am very glad. You know, and because I am grateful for having a mom, right, to love. I try to live my life and be a mom. Morning, folks. Morning. I try to be a mom that's worthy of love. Yes. You know, keep passing that shit along. Look at the view. Look, y'all. I mean, how could you not come out here and walk? Yes, Deb. I'm telling you, I'm not, like I look at my age right now and I'm like, I'm 56 years old. It's going to be a little windy, guys, because as I do my walk, I'm walking along the water, the harbor. Um, you know, it's a shame that I've gotten to the point to this age before I said fucks everybody, and now I understand why people in their 50s say, "Oh, when you get in your 50s, you're gonna be like fuck everybody, fuck everybody." Well, yeah, you're right. I am there. Fuck everybody that ain't fucking with me, don't want to fuck with me. Is not trying to grow with me, does not support me, with love, of course, with love, right? Because I don't wish no harm on nobody, but I'm not going to weep over losses, right? Because with every loss, there's a gain. And I know that with growth, there comes benefit. And so right now, I focus on loving those who are loving up on me. Yep, palm trees. I lost my little sister this year as well. Oh my goodness. Life is too short. It is. It really is. I have not lost a sibling yet. I have four brothers. It's funny because I have four brothers, but I always talk about, well, I don't always talk about them, but I do sometimes. But I'm really close with the one that stays in the hoosgow. Like, that's my brother's son. And I don't want to experience losing him or my mother. I mean, the thought of it is very painful. Exactly, Deb. That's a harsh pain. It really is. Look at this, y'all. I mean, this is so fucking beautiful. Like, this motherfucker Ron DeSantis gonna fuck up a state. It's so damn beautiful. Look at this, y'all. I want to share this with y'all. This is where I was yesterday. Walking all the way down that way and all the way back over here. So this is where I was. Yes, y'all. I am getting the vacay I needed. The peace. I don't have to lodge it until Tuesday. And so I am getting all the peace and quiet that I need. My mom has come very requirement to I sleep in a bed with her. But because our temperatures right now are different, she's always cold and I'm always hot, of course. And so I literally had to get up and sleep on the couch last night because I can keep the ceiling fan on. But I'm getting I know it's windy, y'all, but I mean, can one of these motherfuckers come outside and take me on these one of y'all can they just come the fuck outside? Oh, I'm sharing it with y'all. I don't mean to make y'all jealous. I mean, I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, I thought that was. It's a shame how much garbage is in this water, though. Seriously, like, there's so much garbage in here. It's disgusting. All right, we're gonna head back to Mother's house. I know where I'm at because at first I was like, am I lost? Because I just walk around this neighborhood like, you see look at the condos. Now these are all new buildings that they built up over here. Some of those condos are a couple of $1 million. I'm like, the fuck? Wait a minute. I thought Florida was affordable living, but then they're right next to the Rowdies soccer stadium, which is their soccer team, um, and right next to their theater, which is like their Lincoln Center, I guess. And then all the restaurants and shit, and then the pier is right there. So I guess people pay for that type of thing. Oh, right. You better get to Florida and come back in your bikini. They will bring you right on that boat. Right. Last time I was in Florida, I saw a little crab. I haven't returned in 25 plus years. Wait a fuck minute. I knew that was hillbilly. Hillbilly, stop your mess right now. Stop your shit right now, hillbilly. All right. You haven't been back to Florida over a fucking crab. Stop your shit right now. Oh no. Listen, that's why I love Caddy Beach, right? Because the people on Caddy Beach, they have money. I'm going to Caddy Beach right now. As soon as I get home, put my bathing suit on, I'm jumping in the cab and I'm going over to Caddy Beach to tan for about 2 hours. I'm telling you, those people over there, first of all, that bar, lounge, they make the bomb fucking drinks. Okay, so I'm going over there to get lit, of course, right? And then I'm gonna eat their food because their food is good, and they normally have live music and shit. And a lot of those people got money, And the last time, not the last time, but the time before last that I was there, some guys was like, "Oh, y'all want to come out on our boat?" But it was gonna rain, so I was like, "Nah." But I watch a lot of horror movies, and so I be scared too, cause I be thinking these guys gonna get me on a boat, and I ain't never gonna come back. Snow on the palm trees. Wow, that must be interesting. Good morning, Brazil. Brazil probably said that ain't shit. She not showing y'all shit. Brazil is nicer, I'm sure. Ghost talking about he don't give a fuck that I'm on vacation. I better go live. Okay, well, I'm the fuck live. Where the fuck is he? Yep. People are crazy, Deb. This is what I'm saying. You can't do shit like you used to be able to do. You can't trust no fucking body. So, like, even though I be wanting to go on people's boats, at the same time, I be like, no, I watch sci-fi. Y'all not fucking getting me out there, throwing me in the shark waters, making an open water part four. No, the fuck you not doing that to my ass. I don't want to. I'm very scary. I need to walk with a taser or some shit because even a fucking beer horn. Imagine somebody trying to get you and you pull out a beer horn. That shit's so fucking loud. Good morning. It would scare the fuck out of them, right? Good morning. Hey, good morning, Sean. I am having a beautiful time. I mean, how could you not? The sky is clear, or you fucking see a palm trees. Like, how could I not be having a good time, right? I'm in my happy place mentally. Ah, like if I lived here, oh my God, I would do this all the time. I mean, I'd still ride my Peloton, of course, but just being out in the outdoors, I love that shit. Thank you, Hillbilly. Hit like, give me the thumbs up if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. We talked about, we had a little DEI conversation and we touched on the Target incident and then we got into some other shit. You know, this is Friday, so we can talk about anything we want. But I woke up with some shit on my mind and I brought it here and now we're past it. So, whatever you want to talk about as I hike my way back to my mother's building. I'm not that far, actually. I'm not that far. I can actually walk down and go down the alley. Do I want to go down the alley? Hmm. Or do I want to go down the block? Listen, I agree, Sean. Yes, Sean, you can. I agree with that, Sean. I think that women should learn some sort of self-defense so that, you know, yeah, so that we're able to protect ourselves, defend ourselves. I definitely agree with that. I do. I do. Oh, I could have went straight in. Oh, that takes us to the highway. Well, that's where she lives. I can go that way. They stopping? Uh, These cars, I don't know. We're gonna walk down this street. This is where I get lost. Like I use markers, but I'm gonna try this street. Oh God, my legs are tired. I know when I get in the house, my mother gonna cuss me out because I'm gonna say, Ma, I'm going to the beach. See, when people live here, they take all of this for granted. Good morning, Michelle. They take all of this for granted because she'll be like, oh my God, I'm not ready. Don't get on my nerves. The beach sand is this. The beach sand is that. And I'm gonna be like, I'm out. Then she's gonna be like, oh my God, I can't believe you left me. Like, make up your mind. So I'm choosing violence when I get in the house right now. I'm choosing violence. Okay. Oh, okay. Sean, don't have these bees. Thank you, first of all. Don't have these bees coming on here after me, please, because you know, Beyonce fans, they ain't trying to hear none of that shit you talking right now. But I appreciate you. Well, Sean, you know, you on here. You trying to get some kudos. I know you are, because that shit right there, men will be helpless without women. I'm going to agree with that. But the men on here might fight you. We need you more than you need us. How do y'all feel about that, fellas? Do y'all agree? Y'all need us more than we need you? I need to hear what the other fellas are saying about that. What are y'all saying? Men need women more than women need men? Talk to me. It's a good question. It's a perspective. You can't hate on someone else's perspective. Now, all right. There goes my mother's building right there. I'm already back to her building, but we're gonna walk. What? Yeah, that's gonna take us to the front. So we'll go this way. Nobody want to chime in on that one, huh? Men need women more than women need men. Nobody's brave enough to stick their toe in that water. I know. That's why I said it's your perspective. Definitely your perspective. I just wanted to hear what other people's perspective was on that opinion. I love it. Thank you for sharing. He probably just needs some kitty cat. That's all I'm saying. Well, okay. It is Freestyle Friday. Oh my God, these are beautiful. Look at the color of this bamboo, y'all. Look at this bamboo. Isn't that pretty? Wow. That is beautiful. I think we equally benefit from each other when paired appropriately. I've never been paired appropriately. I want to be paired appropriately. I'm hoping that I'm paired appropriately my next time around. You know, I would love that. I love bamboo too, and I never seen that color natural. So now when I see that, I won't question if there's such a thing as black bamboo because I just saw it growing the fuck out the ground. I did. So far, today is Friday. All right, so I remember I'm looking up. This is my mother's building, y'all. This is where my mother lived. And I'm looking up, and I remember there was a guy that lived here, and one day we were walking past, and he was out on the balcony, and he was like, "Hello, miss," or something like that. And my mother wasn't responding. I was like, "I think he's talking to you, Ma. It's only us here." She was like, "My name ain't Miss. He know what my name is. I don't respond to anything other than my name." That same guy, because I was like, "Ma, this man like you or whatever." The next time, my mother, I guess the guy knocked on her door. And when he knocked on her door, she opened the door. He slapped her butt. Well, morning. Well, my mother went off. She didn't like that slapping butt shit. Um, and so he wasn't her friend no more. But then he ultimately died. You said I might as well move here, Red Fox. I am gonna move here one day, right? I gotta make sure my money right. Okay, I am gonna move here one day because my mother lives here, so I have to move here anyway to continue to allow her to live here. You can't you can't get in her elevator without the card key. The fuck. I do want to move here and I want to move in this area. But this area is getting so expensive, I don't know. Again, but Florida doesn't want me. So morning.
Have a good day.
You too. Florida Florida doesn't want me, so I don't know why I be trying to want it. Yes, Sean. Yes. What do they do if they ignore you? It depends. It depends.
Hello.
Hi. Do I need to come out?
No, you're good. We'll catch you next month. Laura.
You sure? You can
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll go.
I mean the whole ambulance, you know.
We're gonna go.
You're gonna. Oh, you're gonna come. We're going up. Smells like cigarettes in here. I don't know from where, but.
Oh, her bed's from that,
Oh.
for sure. She's on oxygen.
Okay.
Good.
That's a lot of smoke.
I know, it's terrible. Now I'm gonna smell like it all day.
Yep.
Lady's gonna be like, were you smoking?
I know.
I never had a cigarette.
Well, enjoy your day.
You too.
Wow. Whew. Yeah, that lady was smoking up a stomach like a whole pack of cigarettes, choking in the elevator. The hell? All right. I'm back home, back in the house. What's my mother doing? Hi, mother. What's the matter? Your stomach hurt?
No, the morning
Oh.
and all of that.
Oh, okay. All right. So, y'all, I'm back home. Y'all did my whole walk. Well, not my whole walk with me because I did half my walk before I connected. But y'all walked all the way back with me. Now I'm on my mother's balcony. This is my my hang spot. I hang out here all the time. Okay? And so I promised y'all I was gonna come in the house and do what? Put my bathing suit on and do the next thing. And so that's what I'm about to do. I appreciate y'all. Red Fox said you're like, I wouldn't pay the politics any mind. It'll stir up mental trauma. Yeah, it's nice down there. I like the panhandle more, but that's where the hurricane's going to hit. Yeah, the panhandle is nice, but I couldn't. Yeah, I like to visit the panhandle. Destin. I've never been to Panama City, but I couldn't live there because they get torn the fuck up with the hurricane. That's why I didn't want my mother to live in Miami. Initially, she was coming to live in Miami, and I was like, nah, I don't want to have to worry about you. And so when she initially moved here, she moved to Spring Hill. That was two country. And now she lives in St. Petersburg. And you see, I just walked down to the harbor. I love it. I hang out by the water. I love it here. And so I would come on this side because you still get the Gulf of Mexico waters. You don't get the Atlantic Ocean. And you don't get the beat down from the hurricanes. You just get the rain because you're inland. So I like that. I do like that. So Red Fox, it is on my agenda. I'm trying not to let the politics dictate that. You know, the only saving grace for me is that I don't have any small children to worry about going to school here or whatever. But I wouldn't advise people with small children that have school age children to move here. I wouldn't. Um, but that's me. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. You know. But anyway, y'all, I'm out. I got to go put my bathing suit on. But you know me. I'll be posting pictures. But I want to say, have a beautiful weekend. Have a safe weekend. This is Memorial Weekend. I don't know what you guys have planned to do, but whatever it is, do it safely. No drinking and driving. Make sure you are calling an Uber. All right. All right, and with that, continue to move in love. Continue to think of ways that you can contribute to society to make change, positive change. Any small change is good. Any good small change is a good change, right? And hopefully it catches fire. That's what we can hope for. All right. Enjoy your weekend. Yes, you too, y'all, and have a safe holiday. Peace, y'all. You know, no matter how low you feel, you can still go. I don't have no music to play for y'all, but peace. Bring that back, Sean, on Monday, okay? Look at me. Look, bring that back. Bring that back, Sean, on Monday. In the meantime, I'm out. Peace.